Hi, I'm Christa and I'm currently at UMBC at our University Center Ballroom. Today we're going to hear from Congressman Cummings as well as Maryland Speaker Pro Team Delegate Adrian Jones. And it's filling up a little bit now, so sit back and get prepared to hear some great stuff coming from the Congressman.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
It's my distinct pleasure to introduce a hard-working man for the people, Congressman Cummings. Good
afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
We can do better than that. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
It is certainly my honor to be here this afternoon, and I want to thank Speaker Pro Tem. Are you still speaking? Yeah. Speaker Pro Tem. You never know. They change positions so much. Adrian Jones, for not only for your leadership, but for being a friend and being one. I mean, the kind words that you said about me, I could say about you. You are indeed an elected official. There's a big difference, you're right, between an elected official and a politician. And I want to thank you for not only caring, but for also sharing your life and making a difference in so many people's lives. Give her a hand, please. Keep in mind my position being the lawyer for the president and his cabinet. So I talked to her extensively. And what she said to me is that she was given certain intelligence. It's the same intelligence that the president gets. And then and by the way, today there's an article I just read, and it just came out within the next hour and a half, where Senator Feinstein, who's over intelligence on the Senate side, has said that it's the fault of the intelligence community that this information was not, that the information came out very, very slowly but Secretary Rice, when she came before on Face the Nation and Meet the Press, Secretary Rice was only saying what she had been given. You know, she had the same information that the president had. And so, again, I think, and what, a lot of times what happens in these things is they want to get it right. They want to make sure that they get information out that is accurate. Keep in mind, the FBI is over there, and there was just a recent story, I think it was either Saturday's New York Times or Sunday's, that said even the FBI is having problems getting access to Benghazi. Keep in mind too that there was not a disregard for bringing more security in. Just the opposite. As a matter of fact, they had wanted. I know this makes some of you. I hope you all don't mind me getting in the weeds a little bit. But they had asked for a 16-member force that was made up of various military types, and they wanted them in Tripoli. Tripoli is a 2-hour flight from Benghazi, and they didn't. And they extended them twice, you know. And the third time they said, "Well, we're gonna do what we had already planned to do. We are going to replace the functions, but not necessarily the personnel that you want." So they put in people. Some of them were Libyans, and others they to replace them. If you ask Mr. Dingell, John Dingell, who is one of the law from Michigan, who has been in the Congress for over 50 years, he's the longest serving member of Congress. He said he has never seen a president treated this way. Never.
Wow.
He said not even close. You got to keep in mind, you know, it really upsets me when they say that the president came into office saying that he was going to bring folks together. And then you hear the commentators, because I'm on the MSNBC and all these shows with them, and they say, Elijah, he didn't bring them together. He said he was going to bring them together, and he didn't bring them together. And I say to them, if somebody puts a gun to your throat and say my way or the highway, or says my #1 goal before you're even sworn in is to make sure you never serve another day after 4 years. It's kind of hard to bring them together.
Hello.
It's kind of hard to bring them together when you've got folks who are going against you on every single thing you do, even their own ideas. You got to understand this. It is amazing that this president has achieved the things he has achieved. And I am so glad, and I don't care what they say about Nancy Pelosi. She's one of the baddest women I have ever been in my life. I mean, ladies, if you want a role model, and men, if you want a role model, Nancy Pelosi. And if you ever get a chance to meet her, meet her. She's one bad sister. There's no way that we could have gotten the Affordable Care Act through without a Nancy Pelosi. We wouldn't have been able to get Dodd-Frank through without a Nancy Pelosi. On a note, because she was able to bring conservative Democrats together with liberal Democrats to do the things that she was able to do, and in most instances without a Republican vote. That is amazing. Amazing. It is almost miraculous.
Yourself and the president are doing for the people in the state of Maryland and throughout the country. My question is, I get a sense on various campuses with regard to a foreign policy issue, in regard to Libya. During the Senate hearing committee, Dennis Kucinich gave
House.
I'm sorry?
That was the House.
Yes, House. He gave a very fiery, animated account of what happened. Yes, and we did see you there. My question is, would, in this next election, since we see that Republicans are seeming to come down hard on the most